This is Hardy Brute with another run of Cast and Chill. And just me and my boy Blue. Last time we caught two legends. The 25-pound Wally and the 38.2-pound Rainbow Trout. And with a little bit of cash saved up, we can go buy the license to Grizzly Ridge River. So let's check it out and see what it has to offer. And the first thing we see is this really pretty waterfall in the background. That boy Blue. Gotta protect the boat. You can see his little tail wagging too. And I really like the colors of the mountain, the pink sky. See the reflection of blue? And Blue's looking at the water too. This is a pretty big river. But what do you see down there, boy? Is this a good spot? Yeah, this is a good spot, isn't it? Alright, so let's change our rod to the medium rod. We don't know how big the fish are going to be. Well, let's change to the wacky worm. Who doesn't like the wacky worm? All the kids and fish go crazy for the wacky worm. Some really dark brown fish down here. And a little pack of whitefish. And they are showing no interest in me whatsoever. Maybe when the brownfish come back. Nope. Absolutely no interest in me. So let's try a different lure. I recently bought the two different ones that we hadn't owned yet. And jig head was one of them. So let's try the jig head and see if they react at all. I know, Blue, I know. But you gotta be patient on the river. We're getting some nibbles right away. Those brown fishes are going straight for it. Nice, so what kind of fish is this? It's the chum salmon. I see. It's a 10-pounder large fish. And if you look at our jig head, it does say chum salmon right as the first thing it's good for catching. So let's switch to our large rod. And try to catch as many chum fish as we can. But the bigger the fish, the more cash we get. Ooh, even the whitefish are showing an interest. They haven't reacted to anything I've done so far. Got the school of chumfish. Just casually trying to make off with our lure. And straight into the boat. We got a 15-pounder. We used to have to struggle with 2 3-pound fish. He went straight for it. Oh, this one's a fighter. A bit too eager. But you still want it, don't you? Yeah, you're gonna circle back. Pulling out the entire line. But I think with how much he's fought, how much he's struggled, I think he done plumb tucked himself out. Can't put up the fight like he was at the start. That was only a 10-pounder too. He was a lot harder than the 15. Sometimes it's the little fish that have the most energy. Got a couple more chum in this area. And a couple more spots on the boat. It would have been much more easier on you if you just went straight to the boat. He's doing small little circles, but he doesn't quite have the fight. And his friends are waiting in case he fails. Blue spun around for us too. Let's get one more chum. Then head back to shore. See how much these fish are worth. Ooh, this is not a chum fish. What is this fish? The brook trout. I see. 6-pounder. So let's head back in. At 50, 80, 60 almost. We're back to almost 500 gold. So this river has the chum, the brook, the coho salmon, the mountain whitefish. And the jig head is good for the coho and the chum. The top water is good for those brook trouts. So let's try the top water. Let's see how that goes. Because they're a smaller fish, but there's a lot of them. And they were pretty close to the bank. So let's switch to the top water. Pet blue for some luck. And let's see how this goes. So this lure doesn't seem to go down in the water at all. It is called the top water, but it just kind of gets stuck on the surface. I know, Blue, I know. And even when it sits there, nobody shows any interest in it. I think the top water is glitched out. But we can at least focus on the chumfish while we're here. Switch to the jig head. And try to fill our boat with some chum. Because there's a lot of chum in this river. There's a lot of fish in general. Well, this is a strong fish. And I'm not sure that the fish actually respond all that much. Or it's very slowly. But this Bear River seems like a really good place to make money. Especially with so many large and extra large fish. Straight into the boat. It's only a 6-pounder, but still. And even if we caught those little whitefish, they'd probably only be worth around 10 gold. $8.7. We're slowly clearing out the lake. All the little chumfish. Got another fighter. But they always make the mistake of tuckering themselves out and then getting close to the boat. It's a 10-pounder. We got one more fish. And then I think I'd like to go to the end of the lake. See how far this lake really goes. There was at least one or two fish that we haven't seen yet. A 6.9. Now let's head back to shore, Blue. We can make about another 200 or so. So let's head out, go to the end of the lake, and see what we find. It is very pretty out here, though. And we've been on this river for days and days and days without any sleep. But Blue never abandoned me. Ooh, there's a big river here. This is really cool. I really want to stop here and fish, but we're not to the end of the lake yet. So we gotta keep going. I bet there's something really cool under there, though. You can see some eyes in the trees over there. This was bear country. Big, dark, shaded trees. This looks like about the end. And there's the end of the lake. With a nice little waterfall trickling down from the mountain. So let's flip the boat around so Blue gets a good view. Attaboy, Blue. So let's see what we can find. So we discovered a new type of fish. Are they going to like our lure? After a bit of research, we discovered it was the muskie, who likes the heavy spoon bait. So let's try this again, Blue. A lot of these fish look large, extra large. So hopefully they'll be worth quite a bit of money. But they only seem to be located here at the end of the river. Ooh, he's showing some interest. We've got his little one. And he just couldn't help himself. 15-pound muskie right off the bat. And that one looked like a little one too. Just giving it a little bit of nibble, huh? Hey, you're gonna circle around though. Yeah, you can't help it. Look at this guy. That is a big honker down there. He must be the legend of the lake down there. He's just massive. Where are you going, my friend? But look how big he is. Wow. Does seem a little bit more tired. He hopped up right in front of our boat. A 30-pound muskie, extra large. Let's try to catch a few more. Hopefully this little one here, he won't put up as much of a fight. Ooh, he snuck up from underneath too. I'm not sure they realize that they can't breathe air though. They keep trying to escape to the land. And they kind of forget they need the oxygen from the river. That tiny muskie was 15 pounds. And he's still going to be worth at least 100 gold, I would think. And there's the king of the lake at the bottom. Which one are we going to get first? Oh, the little one took it. I do say little, but he's probably 30 pounds. He would definitely give Blue a run for his money. And I like hearing the birds The ducks, the bears. It really makes you feel like you're out in the wild. I think he's been tucking himself quite a bit. He's been jumping out of the water every chance he can get. And he's not fighting nearly as hard as when we first started. But this is a big fish. Oh, Blue is so happy. It's a 36-pound muskie. It's the biggest one we've found so far. Besides, of course, the king. But the king was protected this time by his colleagues, as we filled our entire boat with muskies. Hey, check it out, there's bears on the river. Catching the salmon in their mouth? That's so cool. Well, we will come back here for sure. So let's turn our fishing. 850, 300, 357? Wow. That was some major profit. Just one fish was worth 5 of the other fish. So now we have enough for the old wreck, the ice water. But I think what I want to do is check out the fish under the bear. And also try and catch that musky legendary. Oh, don't mind us, fellas. You just go about your business. And me and Blue will do the same. So let's switch to the jig head. Because it's kind of a jack-of-all-trades lure. It works on 4 or 5 different fish. And they went straight for it. These are the type of fish that the bears are eating in the background. And it's the coho salmon, a 7-pounder. They must be traveling down the river upstream. And it must be mating season for them. Because they're only hanging out here near the waterfall. Our rod is too big for the really tiny ones. But there's still plenty of large. And the large ones are going to be worth quite a bit more. And these little fish that are just under 10 pounds, they put up the most fight. There's a couple different types of salmon. I don't have a good lure to catch those whitefish, though. So maybe I want to go to a different area and lock some more things. We can come back here and dish those. This is an 11-pounder at least. Oh, don't pretend you're not going to come back. We got the goods. Giving us a little bit of the runaround. But he didn't put up much of a fight at all. The fish that are barely large, you can catch really fast. I might have to switch to my medium rod. Catch the rest of these fish. Because we can still catch the large fish with this. We just can't catch the whoppers, the extra large. Oh, that one went straight for it too. And our medium rod is almost fully upgraded. That was only a 3-pounder. So let's get one more and then head back to land. But there's a decent amount of salmon here. Much more than our boat can hold. And we've made quite a bit of profit. Attaboy, Blue. I know you're excited to go back to land. Had your sea legs for a bit too long. We got a 4-pounder there. So how much are these 7 and 10-pounders worth? 160. So we're at 2K. So let's buy the huge spoon bait for extra large muskies. Fully upgrade our largest rod. Increase the length. So they're not going to break away from the line as easy. And let's go see if we can catch that legendary muskie. I don't have another larger rod that I can use at the moment. And maybe when you spend $5,000 for a bigger ship, you can have a fishing line that hangs off the boat or something like that. But I'm not quite sure. Wish me luck, Blue. Wish me luck. There's the monster down there. We're actually attracting the bigger whitefish too. So he's actually passed by our line a couple times. But I think he started to take it. There he goes. Ooh, that's a big whopper right there. Look at his pull strength. He immediately broke off too. Use a bigger rod. I don't have a bigger rod. Well, we can still try a few more times. But the best idea I have is perhaps if we get the 5K boat, or we get some of our licenses, get to a new area. But he has a lot of pull strength. Ooh, he's coming for it. It's just getting a nibble. But he wants it. That pull strength, man. Surprised it's not pulling me and Blue along. It just pops out of his mouth again. I figured the line strength would get it so we could hold on long enough for him to get tired. But I don't think that's the case. He's really close to the surface. We might be able to pull him right into the boat. Although he's having none of that. Look at him just destroy our line. At least he's paying attention to us now. Now I'm gonna give it one more try. Because he does like this lure. Right at the surface. He just jumps out of the water. Yeah, and he just spits it out. There's another fish in the previous lake that's also quite the extra large fish. And they told us our rod was too small for that one too. But in our attempt to catch the king of the lake, we filled our boat full of fish. And so we can turn that in. Let's see how much money we have. And make a decision from there. We actually caught one of the large whitefish as well. So we're at 4K. We're pretty close to the 5K, so I think I'm gonna just fish. And fish. And fish until we get 5K gold. And see if we unlock a bigger fishing rod. So I'm gonna attempt to fish this lake dry. Because there are a ton of fish in this lake. A lot of them are large or extra large. Went back to the coho salmon. The bears are actually gone now. I'm not sure if we fished so many salmon that the bears went away. But it's not too late in the night. So at 4.3K? Need just a bit more gold. And Blue is all for it. Get 5 more chum salmon? Right off the coast. Yeah, let's keep at it. The coho salmon are always really big. A bunch more large. I think we need just one more load full. And we'll break the 5K. And the bears came back. I was very concerned that we overfished. So we still found a few large, some medium, but we fished most of the large and extra large fish of this lake. Now we did break the 5K. So let's get the Coastal Rambler. With every bell and whistle. And none of them necessary, but all of them are nice. So fish storage starts at 10. And it's got a 9 miles per hour. So it doubles our fish storage. And it's a bit faster. But it's not even upgraded at all. And there is no new rod. So let's switch out to the Coastal Rambler. And look at Blue. Blue's higher up there now. He's really got the lay of the lands now. And you can see his little tail a lot more clear. We'll wiggle along. And this feels a lot faster already. But we're looking good. So I'm a bit disappointed that we didn't get a new rod. But this will double our efficiency in catching fish. We can now stay twice as long and turn in twice as much. But as you can see, the lake is looking a bit bare. Where there used to be tons and tons of salmon. But we have been able to fill the boat with quite a bit of the medium fish, the smaller ones. And of course the chum salmon. It's now an entire haul of 10 fish. And you can just see Blue's tail wiggling the entire time. That's so cool. You couldn't quite see his tail in the old boat. And we're making a lot more money just because we can hold a lot more. A lot less trips. And after doing one more load, this should push us over the limit. Yeah, we needed $12.50 for the next license. Yeah, but we almost fished ourselves into a corner. There was not a lot of large fish left. So let's get the ice water. And it's the edge of the world right there. I saw the edge of the world once. Apparently there's a turtle on the other side. And look at this place. This looks amazing. The aesthetic, the lighthouse in the background, little birds flying around the lighthouse. And there's things jumping out or diving into the lakes. This place looks amazing. I'm really excited about this place. So far we've got 15 of 50 fish. The chum salmon, we got 40 of those. 33 coho salmons. Only one white. 14 muskies. But we were really fishing that lake dry. And we got a new boat to show off for it. So I hope you enjoyed. If you'd like to see more, let me know. Later.